The year is 2043. In the Citadel, the corporations have replaced the government, and a giant wall divides the rich from the poor, the haves from the have-nots. Days are filled with protests and unrest. But tonight, everything is going to change.
Sure, it was disruptive. I mean, Philip was a guiding force to us all, but as you can see, we're still operating at 100%. Truth is, Philip had diminished his own role by choice after the beta rollout, but that hasn't stopped this company. 25,000 units of beta Vibe in circulation, hundreds of Vibe parties happening at clubs in every zone. The demand from the masses has outstripped our wildest expectations. They can barely clothe and feed themselves out there, but they still want what we've got, a synesthetic high. Vibe is opening up their minds, gentlemen, and once we're in their minds, there is no limit to what we can do.
You can stop selling now, Aslin. We've already bought it. You just make sure you don't shit the bed on primary production.
I don't plan to.
You say you don't need Philip? Fine. But until you prove it, I may just crawl up your ass and pitch a tent.
Understood. We are so fucked. This is Philip's revenge, isn't it? DX-17 is the only thing that makes Vibe work, and he takes the formula with him to his grave.
We're working on it.
Philip worked on DX-17 for 8 years. Do we have 8 years, Neil? No, we don't have 8 weeks. We've got a beta rollout, huge buzz, the biggest defense contractor in the country forking their money over for it, and we can't make it anymore!
Aslin, we need to talk. Now. Can you explain this to me? Because I'm trying really hard not to jump to some pretty dark conclusions.
Where did you get these?
That's not the point.
It is very much the point, Annika.
You were experimenting on babies.
Those files belong to the company. Where did you get them?
I don't work for you, Aslin, and I don't owe you any answers, but you sure owe me some.
I know what all this must look like.
Huh, do you?
Yes. And you have to believe me, no children were harmed. This was our first attempt to bring synesthesia to non-synesthetes. This was Vibe before Vibe.
Where did they come from? The children?
From some nuns who ran an orphanage. There was fair compensation for everyone, including the children.
You want me to believe it was their choice? You're a fucking monster.
It's not a matter of good or evil, Annika. It's the inevitability of scientific progress. Now, where did you get the files?
You make me sick.
The files, Annika! I need them.
You want them? Come and get them!
You look like you need a drink. Or more than a drink. Come on.
She's got Philip's files.
I'll put a guy on her.
Good. Oh, and Neil?
Yeah.
Make sure they get the DX-17 before they kill her. Thanks.
None of this makes any sense. There has to be more to it. My dad wouldn't have done something like that.
Mind if I play devil's advocate? Maybe there is more to it. You don't really understand what your dad left behind.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you should try Vibe.
Fat chance.
What are you afraid of?
I've had a lot of work done up here. I don't need a drug messing with that.
But it's not a drug. Vibe's supposed to bring people together. Like on a massive scale. You think your dad would have invented that if his own daughter couldn't partake? Besides, you got a shield up there, so you're safe.
I don't know.
No, you don't. You want to know if the ends justify the means? There's only one way to find out.